Welcome to the University of Tampa's Spartans Athletics Center for the 2024 Tampa Volleyball Classic. Today's first game features the University of New Haven Chargers and your University of Tampa Spartans. At this time, we ask that you please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Here are today's lineups, beginning with the Chargers of the University of New Haven. First, New Haven reserves, number 4, Anna Adelaide. Number 5, Catherine Rank. Number 6, Ellen K. Gerard. Number 8, Tori Wharton. Number 11, Sophia Klumpke. Number 13, Peyton Max. Number 14, Laura Kearns. Number 16, Kaylee Weeds. Now the Chargers starters is senior from Warhead, Minnesota, number 1, Carly Vedder. A freshman from Homer Glen, Illinois, number 2, Peyton Malinowski. A senior from Loveland, Georgia, number 7, Amber Williams. A sophomore from Lockport, Illinois, number 9, Grace Jurgen. A grad student from Camden, Connecticut, number 11, Elliot Minell. A junior from Sevilla, Spain, number 12, Julia Lata. A senior from Cadillac, Michigan, number 15, Mason Brown. And a sophomore from Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan, number 17, Lauren McCullough. And third for the Chargers, Halo Sisters, so the Silver, and the Russell, and the Hackers. Here are your University of Tampa Spartans. First Spartan reserves, number 1, Number 2, Connor Ron. Number 4, Megan Schreck. Number 7, Alison Ferrelli. Number 12, Haley Tillman. Number 16, Lanny Perdue. Number 22, John Baskey. Number 33, Carter. Number 3, Anna Rivera. Senior from Florida for number 5, JJ. Junior from St. Petersburg for number 6, Jenna Davis. Our junior from Bakersfield, Honduras, number 8, Natalie Pereira. Our senior from Shorewood, Illinois, Zoe Seppert. Our junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 10, Tash Ranger. Our junior from Fulton, Georgia, number 11, Rachel Gray. And the senior from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 15, Kelly Hall. That coach of the Spartans is captain and assisted by Brian Gurriel.
And with that, we are ready to go at the Bob Martinez Center. I'm Taylor Sorley. Welcome to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. The Courtyard by Marriott 2024 Tampa Classic is ready to begin its second day. Your number 2 ranked University of Tampa Spartans take on the New Haven Chargers. New Haven suffered a 3-0 defeat yesterday, while Tampa was able to defeat TWU 3-1. Both teams getting ready on the floor as they get set for their second games of the season. Tampa opened up last season going 3-0 in Tampa Classic play, winning 3-1, 3-0, and 3-0 respectively. They may be able to repeat that this year, but to do so, they'll have to defeat both Chargers sides, who they'll be taking on today. New Haven gets us started at 11 a.m. against the Spartans, and Hillsdale will take on Tampa at 7:30 in the finale of the Tampa Classic. Hillsdale and Texas Women's University will face off a little bit this afternoon. That match is scheduled to start at 1:15 p.m. We hope to see you there in person or in the broadcast. It is a beautiful day in Tampa. It's been raining throughout the week, but sunny skies, at least for now. Although we don't need sunny skies to play volleyball in the Bob Martinez Center. And New Haven gets us started with the serve. Seput to Kors. And now the New Haven defense will get back on the attack. 1-0 New Haven. Here's the starters for the Chargers. They've got the libero, the number 1, Carly Vetter. And they've also got up front the number 7, Amber Williams. Grace Jurgens is up front as well. And they've got Nalia Granel too. Julie De Acaron playing as one of the people further back at the moment. And they've also got Macy Brown, who just made the serve. Point New Haven, violation Spartans, 2-0 New Haven. And rounding out their starting core is the 17 of Lauren McKellar. Meanwhile, Tampa's starting core includes Jane Ramirez, Zoe Seput, Tess Schrenger, Jenna Davis, Callie Kors, and Natalie Perez. And now Rachel Gregg will substitute into the game for the first time today as Tampa gets on the board with their first point. Good serve from Jenna Davis. Point Tampa, violation on New Haven. Whistle went and there was a bit of delay to see what the call was going to be, but Tampa is now equal on the air. Yesterday, Tampa had a .364 hitting percentage, recording 69 kills and 154 attacks over their 4-set match as they take their first lead of the game. Leading the way was Callie Kors, who went .280 for hit percentage with 18 kills and 3 digs. Tess Schrenger was close to a double-double with 9 digs and 14 kills, but ran out of time to get dig number 10. Seput, Schrenger, Callie Kors, 4-2 Spartans. Tampa did have a double-double though. Zoe Seput put up 50 assists and 12 digs. With the departure of Emily No, Seput has pretty much got the keys to run the show as the key distributor for Spartan attacks. As New Haven will get 1 point closer again as the 4-0 Tampa run comes to an end. Back onto the floor is Amber Williams. But for now, the libero, Carly Vetter, who's had 1 dig so far, is on the serve and will get the ace as it's not received cleanly by the Spartans. We're tied at 4. Down the middle, Tess Schrenger with a quick response, and Tampa's back in front. By the way, 50 is the career high assists for Zoe Seput. And there is a real possibility that over the course of the season, Seput can continue to increase that number. Seppin on the dig. Over to Ramirez. And it's Natalie Perez. 6-4 Spartans. And they have a 2-point lead through the first 10 points of the match. Seppin on the serve. Won't get the ace. And New Haven with a quick response. Powerful kill. That time, I believe, it was Lauren McKellar. It's her first kill of the game on her first attack, and she'll take a quick breather after drawing New Haven within one. Big strike down the middle. Great combo on the attack for the Spartans, setting up Rachel Gregg. And Gregg gets her first kill as Tampa leads 7-5. Now it'll be Callie Coors on the serve. And that almost wins an ace for the Spartans, but it goes over the net on the reception. Blocked, Coors keeps it up. Seplet with an awkward reception. Almost gets the assist as New Haven scrambles to get the ball back. Put a block at the line. Won't. Actually, it will lead to a Spartan point. New Haven couldn't keep the ball in play. Good work by Gregg and Perez on the block. Chargers trailing by 3, and Coors will be back on the serve. 3 attacks in the game, 1 error, 1 kill. But a great performance yesterday for Callie Coors. And we'll see whether she stays the focal point of the Spartans' attack today. But Tampa's got a wealth of options to utilize on offense. Awkward angle, but not a bad strike by Amber Williams. It just sails over the net and out of play. And Callie Coors will resume with a brand new serve. That sails long. First service error from the Spartans. It's 9-6. And a pretty close finish to set number 4. Tampa had 6 service errors in that set, where they had 5 in the first 3. Tampa did benefit some from being aggressive with their serves, recording 4 aces. Whistle goes, Tampa point, violation on New Haven. Make it 10-6 Tampa. Wonder if getting some of the service errors out of the way this year will allow Tampa to be dangerous on the serve in terms of winning more aces than they usually do. Anyway, here is J.J. Ramirez ready to go. Hasn't been able to get a dig yet, but does have an assist and almost got an ace as New Haven will recycle possession. Set put to Jenna Davis. I have a feeling that's a combo we're going to see quite a lot this season, 11-6 Tampa. Davis on the board with her first kill. 5 different Spartans have their 5 different kills. So far, Tampa's benefited off of errors. There have been 4 from the Chargers so far on the attack and 1 on the serve. Both teams going to be able to capitalize with the stoppage of play to talk things over. There's Kadnak talking with the team as we get set for a new serve. But supposedly there was a violation on the play. I wonder if Kadnak noticed it and actually brought it to the ref's attention. But Tampa, they're going to talk things over real quickly. 10-7, they're still in a comfortable lead, but they'll take the early timeout, and we'll resume with action right after this. New Haven readying a change. They'll be bringing on the number 6 to replace Amber Williams for the moment. We'll get to see Evelyn K. Gerard ready to go, the junior from Greenwich, Connecticut. Meanwhile, Tampa's going to have Haley Dillon stepping onto the floor. The senior from Evergreen, Colorado, remaining in that platoon on the attack with Natalie Perez. Yesterday, Perez and Dillon combined for 7 kills, although all 7 came from Perez. Dillon was a player more active as the Spartans were defending rather than attacking. Dillon recorded 4 digs. The previous play saw Tampa win the point, but there was some violation that ultimately would shift the score from 11-6 to 10-7. And afterwards, it gave Katnack a good excuse to call timeout and talk things over with the team. Tampa has been in control throughout most of the first set. They're hitting .375 percentage at the moment. And we'll see if they can keep this up. Now the change is made, and here come the Spartans. They've got 7 players on the floor right now. Someone should be off the court. The players, I think, realizing that now too. And Haley Dillon will wait until the next point to get into the game. I wonder if that was what had happened previously. I couldn't necessarily tell. The Spartans had an extra player on the court. But now it looks like we're ready to resume with the Chargers. How about a serve? They've had an ace, but they've also had an error. They'd love to rebound with a good result against the Spartans today after their 3-0 defeat to Hillsdale. They did have an extremely rough defeat to Hillsdale as both teams huddle up real quick. But they just weren't able to hold on to the lead in any of the sets. It'll be a tough task for them to defeat the Spartans. But it's also not impossible either. There's a saying, that's why you play the game. Chargers ready to go. That serve is picked up by Schrenger. Now Seplet, back to Schrenger, point Tampa. And that's the response Tampa was looking for. Jenna Vasky enters the game for Rachel Gregg. And now back onto the floor is Amber Williams. Actually, no, it was wrong. It looked like Williams was entering, but exits for now. Williams has a dig, but also has an error on 2 attacking tries. From the left, powerful strike. That's a kill by Macy Brown, her first of the game, 11-8. That draws New Haven level at 0 hitting percentage, 4 kills and 4 errors. Julie Deacaran will take the serve. Seplet, Coors, kept alive by New Haven. Seplet to Ramirez. Schrenger. That's going to be an excellent kill for Tampa. 12-8. That'll lead to Tess Schrenger on the serve now. Floated. Diving dig by Vasky. And Callie Coors sends it back. Schrenger up to Seplet. Down the middle, Davis. And that just sails out of play. Tampa was hoping that it stayed in. but it just goes out, and it's 12-9.
Mason Brown will serve 9, serving 12.
Second attacking error of the game for the Spartans. And now Ramirez to Seput. Callie Kors. You got a feel for Macy Brown in defense. Nothing you can do when a Callie Kors strike is headed right at you like that. Ricocheting out of play for Kors' second kill of the match. Here's New Haven from the left. That gets past Davis. Make it 13-10. Ramirez back onto the floor. Davis to take a quick breather. And the libero, Vetter on the serve. Seput. Callie Kors blocked, but it goes out of play, so Tampa wins the point. And it's 14-10 Spartans. That'll lead to Seput on the serve. She's already recorded 4 assists, but she also got the credit for the most recent attacking error. Time to jump too early. New Haven had to send it back to the Spartans, but Tampa have an error setting up their attack, and it's 14-11. New Haven making some changes before their new serve. I believe it'll be Tori Borton on the serve, the number 8. Good serve from Borton. Kors gets under it. And now the left-handed strike. Jenny Vasky makes it 15-11 Spartans. Vasky had 4 kills on 7 attacks yesterday. Also recorded an ace and a dig. Callie Kors, an excellent serve. Seput, Ramirez, Schrenger, and that was an error by New Haven as they were trying to set up the play. They accidentally knocked it all the way out of bounds. 16-11, New Haven will call their first timeout. 27 points played, and Tampa holds on to a 5-point lead here in set number 1 at the Tampa Classic Game 3. Welcome back to the Bob Martinez Center on Taylor Storey. We've got Andre Pyatt running the show. And we're back with more Spartans volleyball at the 2024 Tampa Classic. The season opener yielded good results for Tampa yesterday. And they're hoping to continue that trend today. Callie Kors, excellent serve. New Haven gets under it. And down the middle. Big play by Amber Williams out of a timeout, getting on the board with her first kill of the game. 6th kill of the set for the Chargers. They're still under 200 hitting percentage at 125 in the game. They've recorded 5 digs and a service ace. Tampa hasn't been able to record an ace yet today. Well, now they've got a second ace at 16-13. Excellent serve that just lands in front of J.J. Ramirez. 3-point Spartan lead for New Haven. Cut the deficit even further. Seput. Vasky. Good attack, but New Haven get under it. The Chargers get it over the net and past the block attempts by Haley Dillon. They've scored 3 straight out of the timeout. And Tampa needs to refocus as they only lead by 2. New Haven getting into a rhythm now as they only trail 16-14. Seput. Schrenger. And that rolls off the block for New Haven. And that block's going to send the ball out of play at 16-15. 4 straight for New Haven, their longest run of the game. Can they tie things up? Back on the serve will be their number 9, Grace Jurgens. And that goes long. Tampa ends their scoring drought to make it 17-15. Now it'll be Haley Dillon on the serve. That lands for an ace. New Haven thought it was going to go out. They were mistaken. That's a useful point for the Spartans to win as they're back up by 3. Dillon back in the other serve. Powerful strike. And that puts the corner to stay in play. It's 18-16. Question will be whether Tampa can generate some momentum late in the set, or if we'll be set for a close finish. Should New Haven keep pressing forward. Davis down the middle, blocked. And now Seput to Ramirez. To Vasky. We'll send it back to New Haven. Schrenger with the redirect to get the kill. That was a well-placed attack for New Haven, but a quick reaction from Schrenger not only saves the point, but puts the Spartans up by 3, 19-16. Now played to the left. Blocked at the line, but it gets down. And that's a nice kill for New Haven to make it 19-17. Julie De Acaron's back onto the floor and will take the serve. Tampa lead, but the deficit is back to 2 as the Chargers have made this a closer affair in the latter stages of the set. Seput, Schrenger, point, Tampa, 2017. So now it'll be Schrenger on the serve. And that's going to go long, 20-18. Getting ready to go now will be Macy Brown. One dig, 4 kills so far for Brown. She's been leading the way for New Haven. Seput. Jenna Davis, point, Spartans, 21-18. New Haven have one timeout if they want to use it. Tampa have 4 more points until they potentially win this first set. Good serve by Davis. Put in the air by New Haven. Left-handed strike, that was unstoppable. A lot of power, 21-19. The back and forth game benefits the Spartans at this stage with their 2-point lead. Can New Haven break the flow and get within one right here? Dillon down the middle. Didn't get clean contact, but rolled it over the net. And Tampa lead by 3 with 3 points to 25. Timeout New Haven, their final of the set. And Tampa doing well here in Game 3 at the Tampa Classic with a 22-19 advantage. Make sure you stick around. We'll be right back. Now the Spartans on the serve as we resume the first set of Game 3 of the Tampa Classic. That block almost wins a point for the Spartans. And New Haven redirecting at the net. Dillon and Vasky make it 23-19. Now that was the break point the Spartans were looking for to now go back up by 4. Can Zoe Seppa bring Tampa to their first set point of the game? Tampa's hitting .407 here in set number 1. Seput to Vasky. Set point Spartans, 24-19. Seput picks up her 10th assist of the set. And now she's on the serve. Down the middle, and as that ricochets off the net, Tampa are a third of the way to a second victory. 25-19 is the final score in set number 1. We'll be back with more action from the Tampa Classic in a few minutes' time. You're watching on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Tampa, New Haven, the Bob Martinez Center. Welcome back to the Tampa Classic. A repeat of yesterday's matches for both teams. New Haven losing set 1 and Tampa winning set 1. This is the 15th time Tampa and New Haven face off. The last time they did so was last year, where Tampa took a win 3-0. They did so 364 days ago. Well, 365 because of the leap year, but either way, previously they had faced them in 2018 and 2017, and then back in 2003 and 2001. The last time Tampa took a defeat, they've lost twice to New Haven, was in 1996 in a neutral site game on October 11th. They had lost as well in 1995 on a neutral site game. Back-to-back years. 3-2 was the score for both losses. Every other matchup was either a 3-0 Tampa win or a 3-2 Tampa win. The last 4 sets these teams have played have gone the way of the Spartans. And Tampa's 3-2 victory against New Haven in 2018 actually saw them overcome a 2-0 deficit. It culminated in a 15-3 set number 5 as Tampa takes the first point of set number 2. Sorrel Houghton had 23 kills. Katie McKeel had 10 in that matchup as well. As the point goes to the Spartans, the lead 2-0. Both those two players are part of that 2018 National Championship side and the 2021 National Championship side that had brought the Spartans the national title at the Bob Martinez Center when we hosted the National Championships. Now New Haven are on the board, 2-1. After Seput's service ace, the Chargers respond to get on the board, and it'll be Macy Brown, who's been leading the way on the attack for New Haven on the serve. Brown has 4 kills on 7 attacks with just 1 error, a .429 hitting percentage. And Schrenger will recycle the ball. Left-handed strike and point to New Haven. Lauren McCullers ties the set at 2 each. That serve misses from New Haven. It's a 3-2 Tampa lead now. Their 3rd service error of the game. They're now level with the Spartans on service errors and aces. They have 1 more dig than Tampa, but they don't have any blocks compared to Tampa's 2. New Spartan serve gets over the net. Play to the left. Seput sets it up. And Perez with some power almost wins the point. Redirected. And New Haven keep the point alive. Ramirez. Schrenger kept alive by the libero. Greg. Seput. Greg. Sliding dig. New Haven fighting hard to keep the point going. And Perez gets it down in front of the block. It's 4-2 Tampa. Spartans are back on the serve. Left-handed strike is blocked. Good stop by Schrenger, and too many touches from New Haven put Tampa up 5-2. We've got 4 games today at the Tampa Classic, 2 for each team. New Haven will be active at 5 p.m. following this matchup against the Spartans, where they'll take on Texas Women's University. Tampa is active at 7 p.m. after this game, 7:30 actually, to close out the Tampa Classic against Hillsdale. Ramirez to Seput to Greg. Spartans almost win the point. And an awkward angle, Perez is going to send it back to New Haven. Lengthy rally, excellent dig by Ramirez. And at an awkward angle, Schrenger almost wins the point. But now it's Perez with the kill, 6-2. Seput gets her first assist of the set as Tampa jumps to a 4-0 run, and New Haven called their first time out. Great work by the Spartans. They have taken charge early in the second set. They lead by 4. And we'll be back with more action on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. And we're back at the Bob Martinez Center, 6-2 Tampa lead. New Haven wanting to turn things around after the timeout. Tampa have started the set with 2 kills on 9 attacks. Both teams active on defense. They've combined for 10 digs so far, 5 each. Now off the net, play to the back. Schrenger over the wall. New Haven keep it going, but only for a moment. Greg down the middle makes it 7-2 Spartans. Here's the serve. And now from the left, New Haven with a strike to end the 5-0 run, and they'll make it 7-3. Tampa looking a little bit better in the first 10 points in this set than they were previously. They led 6-4 in set number 1. They lead 7-3 in set number 2. Down the middle, Greg ricocheted off the block. And now from the back line, here's Seput to Perez. Point Spartans. Incredible effort. But ultimately, Tampa win the point. Everyone chasing the ball all the way out of bounds, almost to the door of the gymnasium. But ultimately, it takes that bounce off the ground before they can get there. And I think they'll be calling to try to get a towel to wipe up the floor. Because after the play, I believe it was the number 9 of Grace Jurgens running over, slipped on the ground, out of bounds. She's all right, though. It was all laughs after the incident. And now New Haven ready to go on defense off a serve from Ron. Perez gets it over the net. Ana Rivera and Connor Ron have checked into the game for the Spartans. Here's Rivera to Schrenger. And Rivera gets the assist for the Schrenger kill. Schrenger with 7 kills in the game on 14 attacks. 9-3 Tampa. So while Kors was the focal point of the offense yesterday, it looks like Schrenger's taken that duty today. The attack goes long, and Tampa's up 10-3. 7-1 run, 3-0 run at this stage. And actually, they're going to reverse the point real quick. Late call, saying that Tampa did touch it last, so it's 9-4. New Haven to the left. That lands just in front of J.J. Ramirez. 9-5. New Haven with a 4-point deficit. But out of the break, they've looked a little bit stronger. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum and start to get back into the fight. That won't help. Service error. Tampa gets the point. It's 10-5. Jurgens got the kill on the previous play. But here comes Perez on the serve for the Spartans. Ramirez keeps the ball up. Set put. Schrenger. Good reaction to keep it going for New Haven. And now set put out to Schrenger. That stays in play for New Haven. Perez. Set put. Schrenger. Another big stop. And at the line, Schrenger reached a little too far over. And it's a point for New Haven. 10-6. Dillon onto the floor as New Haven gets set for a brand new serve. Another point for the Spartans as there's the 5th service error of the game for the Chargers. Schrenger now on the serve. 7 kills on 16 attacks. 2 digs. And a few points will reach the halfway point of the second set pretty much. And Tampa is going to get one step closer. They lead by 6. And they are 13 points away from that crucial 25-point milestone. They'd win them in their second set and put them one step closer to a 2-0 start to the season, as New Haven make it 12-7. A couple service errors from both sides today. That time from the Spartans, it's 12-7. Ramirez, set put. Miscommunication between Davis and Dillon. No one was ready for it. And the attacking error makes it 12-8. 20 points through set number 2. Seput over the net. Barely kept in play on the attack. Schreck to Seput. And New Haven keep the play going. Seput. Schreck. Too far. It's 12-9. Evelyn K. Girard now on the serve. New Haven have a chance to hit double digits in the set and cut the deficit to 2 to continue their 3-0 run. Schrenger to Schreck. But here's New Haven. That's going to go into the stands. 12-10. And the Spartans will use their first timeout. New Haven on a 4-0 run have started to heat up. We'll see if they can keep it going after the Tampa timeout. 22 points gone. You're in set number 2 at the Tampa Classic. New Haven ready to go. 12-10 match at the moment in the second set. And that stayed in, no, just went out, but that was close. 13-10 as Tampa are back in front by 3. They are halfway to 25. Now on the serve for the Spartans, it'll be Lainey Perdue, the freshman from Orlando, Florida. Tampa's been rotating some of their players off the bench and some of their freshmen into the game here and there. And Purdue joins that list. Tampa's actually featured 2 more players here than New Haven. Attack from the left, just out of reach of a diving Strenger. And 13-11, the Chargers are back within 2. Mira's back onto the floor as we get set for a New Haven serve. It'll be taken by Julie Deacaran. She's put up 8 assists and 3 digs. To the net, Sepet sends it over. And New Haven in an awkward angle, send the ball back, but it misses for a Spartans point. 14-11 Tampa. Sepet on the serve as Perez is on the floor. Now from the left, Sepet to Ramirez, to Schreck. Diving dig, kept in play by Vetter. And now back over to the Spartans. Sepet, not to Greg, but to Perez, 15-11. Sepet, 12 assists on the game now. And with her 10 digs, she has a double-double. I have a feeling she'll be having a lot of doubles-doubles this season. Teams are wary of hitting it towards J.J. Ramirez, so she's been receiving a lot of the attacks from New Haven today. Ramirez to the ceiling. Sepet, not to Schreck, but to Strenger as it gets over. And now Sepet to Ramirez, to Schreck. Barely kept alive by New Haven. Schreck gets it over. Perez at the net, redirected for a Tampa point. It's 16-11. Now it'll be Sepet back on the serve. And New Haven call their final timeout. They don't want things to get too out of hand. Tampa with a 5-point advantage, having recovered after New Haven got up to a bit of a run earlier. 27 points gone in set number 2. Zoe Sepet ready to go with another serve. The senior from Shorewood, Illinois, will resume play here in set number 2. And that's an ace for her and the Spartans. They're now on a 4-0 run, coming after the New Haven second timeout. Two aces in a row for Tampa. It's 18-11. That's their 5th ace of the game. And it's just the second set. Seput back on the serve. Won't be an ace for the Spartans as that hits off the roof. Schreck over the net, down for a Tampa point. 19-11, and Tampa is on fire right now. Their hitting percentage is only .241 here in the second set, but if they keep up this momentum, they might be able to improve it. Big block at the line. Rachel Gregg with her second block, a solo play to make it 20-11. And Seput back on the serve. Tampa on a 7-0 run. Redirect at the net. Point Tampa, kill Megan Schreck. That's her second of the game as Tampa leads by 10, their largest lead of the match. That's going to roll over the net. And now from the back line, Seput down the middle. Schrenger just goes out of play. Tampa's 8-0 run ends right here to make it 21-12. Macy Brown on the serve, 6 kills, 6 digs. Definitely on track for a potential double-double. And Tampa's back in front by 10, service error. Spartan serve gets over the net and played to the back line. Seput down the middle for Gregg, can't get the point. Good dig by Seput, and Schrenger gets it over. Left-handed strike, another good dig by Seput. Perez with some power, good dig to keep the play going. A rally brewing between New Haven and Tampa. Seput, Ramirez, Perez, and they can't get under it. 23-12 Tampa. Another Spartan serve coming. This time from Mana Rivera, who did the last serve. Gregg, Seput, Gregg barely stays in play for New Haven. And Seput to Perez, set point Spartans, it's 24-12. Rivera potentially make it a 2-0 lead for the Spartans. Strike from the left. Here's Seput to Ramirez and Schrenger. Another powerful strike, but New Haven keeps the play going. Schrenger at an awkward angle will send it back to New Haven. And that is a block at the line. New Haven will recycle the ball. Seput, Schrenger blocked. Point goes to New Haven, 24-13. The alternate libero for New Haven, Peyton Malinowski, wearing the white jersey. Gets a chance to serve right here. She has 2 digs so far today. Still set point Spartans. Seput to Perez, and that'll be set number 2 for Tampa in the books. 25-19, 25-13. 25 points separate the Spartans from a second match victory. We'll see you in about 3 minutes' time for more action from the Bob Martinez Center. We'll be right back.
The trouble is for the first game of tonight's third set. Spartans number 8, Tori Wilson.
Serve to start us off in set number 3 at the Bob Martinez Center. Welcome back to the Tampa Classic. I'm Taylor Storley, watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. And New Haven get on the board. 1-0 Chargers. Coors, Sepwit, Dillon. Quick response from the Spartans. And that goes out of play for a Spartan point. Tampa enters the set hitting .309. New Haven under 150 for their hitting percentage at the moment. Both teams with a chance to improve in this new frame. Callie Coors on the serve, 3 kills on 7 attacks. A more background role today for the veteran. As Shrek gets that off the block, it's 2-1 Tampa. Shrek has 3 kills now on 8 attacks. Callie Kors on the serve. And that's an error. 5th error of the game for the Spartans on serves. But alongside that, they have had 5 aces. There have been 3 separate aces, 1 from Schrenger and 1 from Haley Dillon. Shrek to Dillon. And the light attack gets over the net to make it 3-2. Dillon gets her 3rd kill of the game. .750 attacking percentage on 4 attacks. Rivera on the serve. Deflected away. New Haven keep it alive. Seput down the middle to Davis. Barely kept in play though by the libero. Excellent work for New Haven. Rivera to Dillon. Barely kept alive. Shrek almost gets it down. A long rally brewing, but mainly it's Tampa attacking and New Haven trying to keep the play going. And now they'll have to watch as that attack sails past for a Spartans point. Rivera back in the serve. Big left-handed strike to beat the defender. 4-3, Tampa still leading, but New Haven keeping up on the board here in the early stages of set number 3. I believe it'll be Carly Vetter on the serve now for New Haven. Actually, I'm wrong. It is Peyton Malinowski. Callie Kors attack sails long. It's 4-4. Ramirez, who's back on the floor, makes a good dig. And Shrek's going to recycle possession here on the 9th point. Powerful strike, but it just misses. 5-4 Tampa. We're back in front. Now it'll be Genovaski ready to go, the senior from Michigan. On the serve now, it's the number 1 of Kayla Dondero. Big block at the line by Davis and Shrek. It'll once again be Dondero on the serve. Miscommunication on the attack by the Spartans. Dondero will be credited with the set error. Set up the ball nicely, but the 2 Tampa teammates were just a little too far away. 6-5, Tampa still leads. New Haven back within 1. Here's the New Haven serve. Over the net, play to the left, big block at the line. Asking to attack 6-6. And we are all tied up through 12 points here in set number 3. Shrek at an awkward angle, gets it off the block. It's 7-6 Spartans. for Shrek. That serve sails long. We're tied at 7. New serve coming in for New Haven. That's going to miss. It's 8-7 Spartans. That's going to be a point for Tampa. It's 9-7. Winning the battle with a violation at the net. Serve goes long, and Tampa back only up by 1. Point goes to New Haven. Change being made for New Haven. Back on the floor is Amber Williams. New serve coming up for New Haven. Callie Kors strike sails long. We're tied at 9. Now Vasky set up from the left side. The block goes out of play, and Tampa leads 10-9. 19 points for the second set. It's pretty equal. Third set, it's pretty equal. 10 points for the Spartans, 9 points for the Chargers. Down the middle, and New Haven moves out on the point as it goes to the Spartans, 11-9. New serve for the Spartans. New Haven bring it over, and it's Rivera to Seput. Callie Kors to the back line. Seput. Dylan off the block. Dylan, Seput, Greg. 12-9 Spartans. Almost halfway to a set 3 victory. 13 points is all Tampa needs. Diving dig, and Tampa are going to recycle the ball. Violation. It's 12-10. New serve coming up for New Haven. Big attack, deflected away. Left-handed strike, and that's going to stay in play. Good placement from New Haven, 12-11. Rivera up to Seput, over to Dylan. The floater barely kept in play by New Haven. And Tampa's going to reset possession. New Haven back on the attack. Down the middle, we're tied at 12. New Haven now on a 3-0 run. Now step put out to Coors. That's going to go out of play for a Tampa point. 13-12. Now it'll be Callie Coors on the serve for the Spartans. In the game, Coors has 3 kills and 11 attacks. And that'll be a service ace, 14-12 Tampa. Coors will have another serve right here. She has her first service ace of the game. Dillon, way back, and Tampa can't get it over. A violation makes it 14-13. New Haven serve coming up. That attack misses. It's 15-13. And now Tampa back on the serve with Rivera. And that serve goes out. 15-14 now. New Haven with a chance to tie things up at 15. Shrek gets it over. New Haven barely keep it going. Dillon over the wall. That gets down, 16-14. Basky on the floor. Joined by the number 1, Kayla Dondero. And it's the one of Dondero on the serve. That's going to stay in play at 16-15. So now on the serve will be the number 12. It'll be Julie Deacaron. Big strike down the middle. And that's going to go off the block, 17-15. Back on the serve is Megan Schreck, 4 kills and 11 tries. Redirected at the net, heads up by Callie Coors. But it felt like New Haven had 10 touches on that play, as they'll get called a violation after the attack, 18-15. New Haven going to use their first timeout. Tampa has 7 points left until they finish with a sweep. But New Haven only trailing by 3. They've got a chance to get back in the fight. 3-point Tampa lead. Shrek will resume with a brand new serve as Tampa stands 7 points away from that 25 milestone for the third time. Vasky, powerful strike. 19-15 Spartans. The momentum squarely behind Tampa now. Their hit percentage improving as Shrek's back on the serve. Ramirez, Vasky, barely kept alive. To the side, blocked, redirected. That's going to land 22. 20. (19-16) now with a serve coming up for New Haven. That's going to go out of play. 20-16 Spartans. 5 points away from a 2-0 start to the season. It'll be Jenna Davis on the serve. Blocked at the line. What a stop by Greg and Vasky. They lead by 5. New Haven trail. And they're going to use their final timeout. Third set at the Tampa Classic. We do have a game after this one about 1:15, 1:30. Make sure you're tuned in for that one, but for now, it's the final timeout, and we will take one more breather. Four points is all Tampa needs. Jenna Davis with the serve, almost an ace. New Haven have just used their final timeout, and Callie Coors gets started with the kill. Callie Coors now on 7 kills in the game. If Seput gets the final 3 assists, she would be able to complete a 20-point or 20 dig and 20 assists double-double. That looks unlikely at the moment. But she takes a breather, and the score becomes 22-17. Pretty good day, though, for Zoe Seput with 21 assists and 17 digs. Both teams have been doing some rotating, getting some younger players, freshman, sophomore, reserve players some experience. But also, of course, both teams still sort of figuring out who they want to trust as their starters, which is why you'll see more people getting game time. Ramirez, Gondora, big strike. Point Tampa off the kill by Rachel Gregg. (23-17), Tampa's 2 points away, and Seput is in the game for the serve. Spartan has 3 aces in the game for the Spartans, leading the way. Both teams have had 9 service errors, though. That's going to land. It's 23-18. Number 8 and 17 back on the floor for New Haven. Lauren McKellar and Macy Brown. Not Macy Brown. It's Tori Borton and Lauren McKellar. But talking about their statistical leaders, Macy Brown and Lauren McKellar lead the way with 8 kills each. Tori Borton and Julie DeAcaron each have double-digit assists at 11 each. Sliding dig down the middle. Match point Spartans, 24-18. Rachel Gregg gets her 5th kill of the game, up to a 500 hitting percentage. There's the serve by Ron. Down the middle, and New Haven will hold the serve the rest of the way until either the Spartans take the match victory or if New Haven can force tiebreaker points. Now on the serve, it'll be Grace Jurgens. Seput, Shrek, out of play off the block, and Tampa will improve to 2-0. Admittedly, a little bit of an anticlimactic final point, but overall a solid win for the Spartans. They improve to 2-0 as New Haven fall to 0-2. 0-6 in the sets is not amazing, but they're able to keep the first and third set relatively close up until the end. Tampa once again on fire with a 350 hitting percentage to close out the game, a 429 hitting percentage in that third set. New Haven had a 222 hitting percentage in the third set, a positive bit of momentum to take into their matchup today. That'll be following this one. They'll be active at 5:15 p.m. against Texas Women's, while Tampa takes on Hillsdale at 7 p.m. I'm Taylor Storney with Rondre Pyatt running the show. We'll see you next time for more Spartan volleyball